Good morning, you two. Welcome to Thursday's maths lesson on odd and even numbers. Today you'll need a pencil, your home learning exercise book and or your White Rose Hub template sheet and some concrete resources for fit later on in our lesson where you'll be able to use them to represent your odd and even numbers. And for our mental maths starter, you will also need your 100 square that will really help you. So if you need to pause the video now to collect any of those resources, you can do so now. Okay, so today is our final day of our mental math starter as Mathmagicians, and see if you can use the clues to guess my missing number and read my mind. So let's have a look at the clues to see if you can guess my number of today. So the first clue is my number is more than 20, so I'm going to circle 20 on my 100 square to help me. My number is less than 30, so if I circle that number there, then I know that it's going to be one of these numbers in between 20 and 30, because it can't be 20 because it has to be more than, and it can't be 30 because it needs to be less than. The next clues are, it is an odd number, it is a multiple of 3, so I will say this number if I'm counting in threes, and it is equal to the sum of 13 add 8, so it equals the same as that answer. See if you can pause the video and use the clues and your 100 square to guess my number now. Fantastic! Okay, so I did clue number 1 and 2 with you. The next clue was it was an odd number, so it's not going to be a multiple of 2. So 21 is an odd number. 22 is an even number, so I can cross that one out because it is a multiple of 2. So I can really see my odd and even pattern, so it won't be 24, it won't be 26, and it won't be 28. The next clue was it is a multiple of 3. So if I count in threes, I'll be able to see what number it could possibly be. So I'm going to start on 3 to help me. So 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, so it could be this number, 24, which I've crossed out because it's even, so it can't be 24, but it could be 27, and it can't be 30 because it's got to be less than 30, so I'm left with 21 or 27, so I can cross out the other numbers in between. So my last clue was 13 add 8, which we can do in our head. So 13 in our head, 8 fingers, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So my missing number was 21. Fantastic, year 2. If you found my missing number and were Mathmagicians, give yourself a fabulous tick. Don't forget, if you've shown all your working out just like me, you can take a photo of it for later, ready to upload to Seesaw. Our maths lesson today is going to be focusing on odd and even numbers. So representing odd and even numbers in different ways, and then moving on to solving problems with odd and even numbers. So a great way of spotting odd and even numbers really easily is using some concrete resources like Numicon. So we already know that an even number is a multiple of 2 because it always has a pair or a group of 2 in the numbers. So 0 doesn't have any, 2 has a group of 2, 4 has 2 groups of 2, so it always got an even buddy all the way up to any number. Whereas an odd number is not a multiple of 2, so even like number 3 that has a group of 2, it then has a 1 on its own. So a really easy way of spotting odd and even numbers. However, all those numbers, if it's an even number, it will always end in the ones column in an even number. So if I draw any number, even all the way up to 98, which is a really big number, if I put my tens and ones on top, my ones column has an 8, so I know that it is an even number. So it must end in an even number in the ones column to make it an even number. If it doesn't and ended in 91 or 93 or 94, 95, 97 or 99, it would be an odd number because the ones column has an odd digit. So let's have a look at question number 1. Pause the video now and have a go at question number 1. Well done, Year 2. For question number 2, we're going to look at ways that we can represent our odd and even numbers. So here is where you can collect your concrete resources. You could collect things that are already in pairs and multiples of 2, like your socks, as long as they're nice and clean and not smelly socks, or anything from teddies to spoons, whatever you would like to collect. You can pause the video and collect your concrete resources now. So I have made any number using my resources, so you can do this too and make any number by laying them out in a line and seeing what number you have made. So I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I need to see if number 6 is odd or even. Now, even if you already know if it's an odd or even number, which I'm sure you do, it's really important that we show how we know. So what we can do is put them into multiples of 2, so groups of 2. So here is one multiple of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. So I know that that number is even because it has multiples of 2. Let's have a look at how we can show an odd number. So this time I've made a different number. I've made the number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to write that number down just so I don't forget. So we need to see if 5 is an odd or even number. And again, you might already know if 5 is odd or even, but it's really important that we know how to show our working out and how to represent if it's an odd or even number by showing if it's a multiple of 2 or not. So I'm going to put my items into multiples of 2. So 1 group of 2, 2 groups of 2. Oh, I can't put this one into a group of 2 because there's only one left. So you can see straight away that it is an odd number because it doesn't have a multiple of 2. See if you can pause the video now and complete question number 2, showing you're working out using your concrete resources and grouping into multiples of 2 to show if it's even, and then seeing if you've got any left to show if it's odd. Fantastic! I love to see you using resources from home to represent your working out. It's brilliant to see. Okay, so now we're going to use that same technique, but now using it onto pictures. So draw circles to show the groups. Group the shoes in 2s to show that 16 is even. So I'm grouping it in 2s to show that it's a multiple of 2. So all I can do is get my pencil and put them into groups of 2. So I've got one group of 2 and I'm going to keep on going until all the shoes are into pairs to show that it is a multiple of 2. If it is, they'll all be into pairs. If it's an odd number, I will have one shoe left. There we go, but I don't because it's an even number because it's a multiple of 2. They all go into pairs of 2 nice and easily and beautifully, and also if I count in 2s I will say the number 16. See if you can pause the video now and have a go at question number 3 and then question number 4 using your 100 square to colour in all the even numbers. Well done, Year 2. Now we're going to look at applying our understanding of odd and even numbers to some problem solving and reasoning questions. So Dexter makes the number 70 from base 10. So I'm going to circle or underline the number 70 and he's used base 10. So I have my base 10 here. What mistake has Dexter made? So Dexter says 70 is odd as you cannot share it into 2 equally. So let's have a look at Dexter's numbers. So I'm going to make 70 first. So I've got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. So there is my 70 made out of base 10, just like Dexter's. Now see if it's equal. I need to put it into groups of 2. So One group of 2, 2 groups of 2, 3 groups of 2. Now I have 1 10 left. Now Dexter's made a mistake because this 10 isn't in 1. So he's made the mistake because he hasn't shared into groups, multiples of 2s by using 1s. He's used 10s. And what I can do is exchange these to 1s and I'll still have 5 left over to share equally into my group. So Dexter is wrong because he's not shared them equally into 1s, he shared them equally into 10s. And if I count in 2s, I can get all the way up to 70, and also 70 ends in a 0 in the 1s column to represent a multiple of 10. So see if you can pause the video and have a go at explaining questions 5 and 6. Well done, year 2. Okay, I'm just going to explain question number 7 as it asks you to roll a dice. Now, if you don't have a dice to roll, you could write some numbers down on a piece of paper from 1 to 6. You can tear them up or cut them up, fold them up and put them into a cup, and each time you can pick out 2 numbers. Or if you're working with a partner today, you could both randomly choose a number for each one, add them together and then see if the total is odd and even. So if you haven't got a dice for this activity, you could use your own way of creating 2 numbers from 1 to 6 or even higher if you want to challenge yourself to see if when you add the numbers together, they are odd, the total is odd or even. So you can pause the video now and have a go at questions 7 and 8. Fantastic work today, year 2. Well done for your brilliant work on odd and even numbers. I know lots of you were already really confident at using odd and even numbers, but now you are now able to really represent your working out and show different methods of representing odd and even numbers. On the next slides, you'll be able to pause video to see the answers to our work today and check your work. Then please remember to upload your maths learning onto Seesaw so we can see the fantastic work that you've been doing. Also, if you use your concrete resources, please take photos and upload those onto Seesaw so we can see the fantastic learning that you've been doing too. Thank you for taking part in our maths lesson today, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next maths lesson.